Namaskar, hello and welcome to this special broadcast on Sansad TV. I'm Tina Jha and today I feel extremely privileged to be joined by members of the Indian men's badminton team that has etched its name in the history books by lifting the maiden Thomas Cup title. The giant killers who stunned 14-time champions Indonesia with a dominant 3-0 win in the finals, which was held in Bangkok last week. Now, their historic triumph has of course made every single Indian proud of their remarkable feat and also enhanced the country's status in the sport. But behind this remarkable feat are years of hard work, also struggles by them and their families, and the team spirit, of course, and much more, about which we will be talking to some of the players who are joining us on the program today. I'm pleased to welcome on this edition of the program on Sansad TV, Srikanth. He is captain of the winning team. Next to him is etched Prannoy. He is vice captain of this team, which has brought us this magnificent win. Next to him is M.R. Arjun. He has been a team player as well of this winning team. Also joining us is Krishna Prasad, and next to him is Satwik, Sairaj, Rankireddy. Thank you, all of you, for joining us on the program on Sansad TV. You know, it's been nearly a week since you brought us the glory. You brought laurels for the country. We've been basking in the glory that you have brought for the country. Srikanth, so let me begin the program today with you. How have the last few days been for you since the victory to today when you actually met the Prime Minister?
Everything was going great. I think the kind of the amount of wishes that we were getting, and then the way the people received us, and to today meeting our Honorable Prime Minister. It's been fantastic, and the interaction, I think, all of us on behalf of the whole team, we are very thankful to our Prime Minister for taking us time out and spending almost an hour and a half with us, interacting with all of us, and sharing a lot of really interesting things with us, and to motivate us. And yeah, all of us are very thankful to him.
Prannoy, this was not the first time that you interacted with the Prime Minister. He also called you soon after, in fact, the team, when you won the maiden Thomas Cup title. Did you expect this from the Prime Minister, that once you win, and before I come to the victory and all of that, did you expect that if you win the trophy, you will get a call from the Prime Minister himself to congratulate you that very moment?
Frankly, we didn't. I think, frankly, we didn't. It was a big surprise for the entire team where when we got the call from the Honorable Prime Minister, and we were kind of really surprised when he called, and it was really say a happy moment where we didn't know what to do, but then he was so welcoming and he spoke to us for 10 minutes, and then when we came over here also, I think today's interaction also was so good, where he congratulated all of us individually, and I think we all are thrilled just to meet them.
You know, what you guys have done is unthinkable. Satwik, how does the win feel like?
Definitely, it's a great feeling. I mean, it's amazing 10 days of journey, and inside we are still celebrating. We are still in Thailand, celebrating that victory still inside. It's in front of our eyes, what we have done last Sunday. I think it's been a remarkable 10 days, and it's been great 10 days on court and off court as well. The bond between teammates, and I think off court things which we did, it was so much fun, and it's so memorable for us. I think one of the great days in my life.
So Krishna, how have you been celebrating? He said, we are still in Thailand and we are still celebrating. Soon after you won, how did the team celebrate? It's been nearly a week, and I'm sure the celebrations will continue for the next week or so when you get to meet your family members, your other team members with whom you've been training. How did you celebrate that day, and how will you continue with your celebrations?
Actually, to be honest, we were celebrating every win. We won in quarterfinals, we were very happy, and we were just celebrating the quarterfinal win, because it was in a long time that we get a medal. It is almost 43 years that India got a medal. So we were celebrating after our quarterfinal win also. We are just having fun, taking one match at a time, and everyone is so motivated to do something about for this, for Team India. Everyone was so motivated, and the captain and vice captain here, they motivated us. They were inspiring. We were having our team talks before every match, and after every match we were meeting every day. So it was really great. Like, we were enjoying our victories. After quarterfinal, we had a lot of fun on the court. You could see, everyone could see. And after semi-finals also, we just ran into the court after Prannoy Bhaiya's match. So yeah, and in the final, Srikanth Bhaiya finished it off. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the captain and the vice captain how they've been celebrating, of course, leading the celebration of the team, and how did you lead the team to victory as well. But before that, a very quick comment from Arjun. Now that you're going to meet your family members after this very, very magnificent win, after having met the Prime Minister for this, you know, more than 1 hour long session, what are the kind of special memories that you carry along with you?
Actually, we were highly elated after the win. You know, you could see our emotions through videos and images that you've got. We all, even the Prime Minister's call has brought us so much happiness to us. And yeah, and finally we could meet him here, where he spent a lot of time. So all this joy and happiness, me personally would be carrying it where I'm going. I'm going home tomorrow. So I'll be carrying all this joy and happiness tomorrow, and there's a lot of things to share with them. And you know, the next 2 or 3 days I'll be home, where I'll be enjoying with all my family and friends over there. So looking forward to that.
Also, Srikanth, one question that, you know, that's often asked, because a lot of celebrations we get to see in cricket, the way they do it, they open the champagne bottle. We didn't get to see enough of those visuals from you guys. How did you celebrate that very day? Were there lots of dancing and all among the team members? And obviously, because the team went as underdogs, this was something that maybe you believed in, but for the country, it was a huge, pleasant surprise. We were all elated because everyone said you were the underdogs. You were against this dominant team who were 14-time champions.
Yeah, see, first of all, we didn't really celebrate that much. We didn't really open a champagne, and we didn't really do such kind of celebrations. But you can actually see some raw emotions, you know, after the match. And there were people jumping in, you know, running into the court, you know, jumping on me. There were a lot of raw emotions, and again, yeah, we went in as underdogs, but from the day one, we just believed in ourselves. We said we will fight till the very end, and we said we will play as a team, you know, because you know, badminton is a very individual sport. Absolutely. And we kind of play, say, about 20-25 tournaments a year, individual events. But team event is something that is very special because we hardly get to play. And we felt like this is an opportunity for all of us to give back something to the country, and we just thought we will do something till the very end. We will fight till the very end, and we will, you know, give everything that we've got. Every opportunity that we get, we thought we'll give everything back to the country, and we just believed in ourselves, and we just supported each other really well. And I think the whole team, really, whoever has played, has not played, I think every one of them really made their presence feel, you know, be it whenever they get an opportunity or be it from the dugout, they really made their presence feel. And I think, you know, a big, everyone has played their part, so I think the credit goes to everyone. And a lot of credit also goes to coaches and support staff. You know,
it's very interesting, the team spirit that you talk of, especially when we see in badminton. And as you rightly said, it's been more of an individual game. So there have been individual laurels by players in our country in badminton, but this kind of, you know, bonhomie among the players, especially in badminton, has been rare. What is it that you both have done? And a lot of credit goes to you for putting the team together. How have you managed to do it? And Prannoy, from being underdogs to now emerging as the giant killers, because not just Indonesia, you have beaten countries which have been remarkably, you know, well placed when it comes to these badminton matches. So, for example, China, Malaysia, Denmark also. So that, of course, takes the victory one notch higher. What have you two done? What is it different that has, you know, brought together the team? Yes, you can take, anyway, starting with the captain.
See, I think we both are kind of the senior players in the team, and all the other 8 players are kind of very young. They haven't really played that many team events also. We both have a lot of experience of playing team events. So we just, I think in the past we've played team events like individual events. So we thought we have to really play this team event as a team event, and you know, individually all of us have done really well in the past 6 months. So on our day, we were sure that we can beat any team. So we just thought we will have to really be consistent. And again, playing Malaysia or Denmark or Indonesia, we just thought that you know, whoever plays well on that day will win. So it's an opportunity for us also and for them also. And for us, it's an opportunity where we can really, you know, play well, and then probably if we win a medal, then it'll be a history, and then we know that, and we just thought we will just give our best.
So for how long have you been working on bringing the team together, also regrouping them, especially after the Taipei loss? Did it impact confidence of the players? And then how did you, because I was seeing one of your interviews and you happened to mention that you created a WhatsApp group. So tell us more about it.
I think yes, I mean, as Srikanth said, we play a lot of individual tournaments in a year, and when it comes to team event, I felt that it was really important for all of us to create that atmosphere, because we are not used to that atmosphere. So we had to create that atmosphere, and the first thing which we had to do was to create a group, and the first thing was to let everybody talk in the team, so that there is a big communication happening between everyone in the team, and that was the most important thing, which was I felt was necessary, and I think everybody just stepped up, and everybody wanted to be a part of that team, part of that group, and that's where things all started to fall in place for us. But yes, Chinese Taipei was a match where we all wanted to win, but it didn't go like how we planned out. But I personally, I felt that that match was the turning point for all of us, and if we had won that match, probably would have not had a medal in our hand. But then we lost that match, and then things just went really wild, where players were very, very hurt from that loss, and they just wanted out, especially Chirag, Satwik, where they just wanted each and every match to be showcased in a way, saying that we are out there to win. And that just happened because of that loss, and I'm glad that it happened, so that we are having that cup back home.
Absolutely. So that was a turning point. Satwik, how has that WhatsApp group created by Prannoy, which says we are bringing it home, if I'm not wrong? It's coming home, and you've actually brought it home. How did it help you all as a team to help you keep intact, and also the kind of mental stability, the posturing and everything? So physically, of course, you're all there, but individually, it requires a lot of confidence coming in from your team members. So how did that group particularly help all of you together as a team?
Yeah, I think when he created that group, the first message, how is the Josh? So I think it's been very high from that time. We are still in that high. And I think what Prannoy said is like the main thing is to communicate with everyone. And I think that's really worked really well for us. I mean, in that group, there is no junior and senior. Everyone is open for their suggestions, and even they are respecting junior suggestions as well, which I felt like, okay, ye mera team hai. I mean, they are very close to us. It's not like senior, juniors. I mean, they are accepting whatever we say. If we say this one, everyone is adjustable, and they are telling this must be done in this way. This is not the right way, and suggestions are open for everyone. I mean, all the 10 people can suggest what we need, and we are selecting the common thing. I mean, it's a great thing. I mean, where we are communicating really well in that group, and I think we had a lot of fun in that group.
And particularly apart from all the fun, what's important is, Arjun, and I want to ask you that, in games where it involves teams, you get to meet each other in dressing rooms, but because this is a very different game, you're traveling most of the time, playing individual tournaments. Were there challenges? Were there times when your views were not converging with each other?
I don't think there was such a moment because as everybody has said here, two of the senior players have managed it very well, as in to bring the group together and have a meeting after every single match or before every single match to chip in our ideas. There was no holding back, as in everybody was open to their suggestions. So we didn't feel any, we couldn't talk in the meeting or something like that. We all had our own visions, wherein as I said, where we put in our visions, and the seniors had to used to chip in their visions as well. So it was more of like a fun meeting where we used to bring the bond together, and I feel this spirit has shown on court as well, and this has helped us bring the cup home.
Absolutely, and this is a milestone that we were all waiting for, Krishna. Now going forth, he said the Taipei match was a turning point. For us, this Thomas Cup winning is a turning point when it comes to Indian sport, because it has not just enhanced our stature in the new world badminton order, but also, you know, kind of given a new confidence to the young players who would mostly go to other sports which would earn them more money, earn them more fame, such as cricket, maybe football. But badminton is something which requires, you know, a rigorous effort. And I mean, I apologize for, you know, drawing this comparison with cricket, but a young player who plays in IPL would be earning more gain and fame, more money than somebody who's playing a badminton. Do you see this win now turning things around? You see more young players like you joining in the academies, which are mostly at the moment in Hyderabad and Bangalore, but now going forth, there will be more such academies in other parts of the countries as well, in other smaller cities as well.
Yeah, I think this will be the start. Like, from now on, it will be great if we continue the momentum which we built, and I hope it goes on from here. It goes up from here. Yeah, if it gets somewhere close to cricket, also it would be so great. Like, yeah, now we can't compare. Like, cricket and badminton are the leading sports as of now, but still, it's not close as of now. So, but now it will get close. Like, from now on, it will get somewhere close. If it's, you see that BI has announced something and the sports minister has announced something. So there are things getting better. So I see like this is the start of good things coming together.
Okay, Srikanth, you've been a senior player. What is the kind of change that you have seen in recent years, particularly when it comes to sports personalities winning a lot of medals for our country? In the last few years, the numbers have just gone up. And, you know, there's a lot of belief from the countrymen also that if our team is up there, they will win and we will, you know, see our national flag go up. So it's a feeling that one can't describe. It happened in the case of Neeraj Chopra. He, you know, created a milestone, and then it's been your team. How do you see badminton's history changing from here on?
I think I've seen a great rise in badminton and also other sports in the last, say, 10 years maybe. But huge credit goes to Government of India and then the respective federations, you know. I don't think without the support of government any thing can happen, because you need an infrastructure, you need stadiums, or you need, for badminton you need the equipment, the shuttles which are very expensive, rackets which are very expensive. And for badminton, you constantly have to be playing tournaments, international tournaments, to have that rank. So there is a huge need for funding. And I think, again, the huge credit goes to government for really supporting players. I think it has changed a lot in the last 10 years. And we can now see the result. I think, say, starting from the Saina's Olympic medal in 2012, to say Sindhu's medal, the 2016, another medal in 2021, Neeraj gold at Tokyo 2021. So we are seeing the rise only because there was a lot of improvement in the way that government has been doing. I think they've been doing exceptionally well in the last few years, and we are able to see that the result of that now. So I think if this continues the same way, I think, say, in 10 years' time, we might see a number of other Indians winning a lot of other international events.
Absolutely. I think we are already a badminton powerhouse to say we've been seeing so many, you know, accolades coming in from for you guys now. But Prannoy, you have also been a senior player. What is the kind of support that you have seen coming in from the government, from state governments, but also from individual coaches also, the kind of hard work that they are putting in with the, you know, players as well, also players coming in from smaller cities for training? How has all of that changed in recent years?
I think, yes, definitely this win is the hard work of the last 1 decade, I would say, where we needed a depth in the team where we can actually challenge the world's best. And now after a decade's work, this is where we have come, where we have a 3 singles and 2 men doubles pair where we can actually go out there and win a Thomas Cup title. So the work is actually probably had started, say, a decade back, but the result came now. And I would say like that. So I would say government has been doing exceptionally well with the support. They have been supporting us throughout the last 1 decade, and especially the support staff, the coaches, and because the coaches comes in big role to play over here, because without them you can't produce players. And absolutely. I think huge credit goes to Gopi sir, because he has been able to create that system where he has been churning champions every single year, and finally you get to a team where you have 10 superstars, right? And then eventually then you go on to win a world event title. So I hope that this thing keeps continuing, and by the time you reach to 2032, we'll have, I hope that we have many more team event titles, many more individual titles coming in. Yeah.
Of course. So, I mean, Arjun, within the academy also, and if we talk about Gopi Chand's academy, have there been young players, young talents coming in from smaller cities particularly?
Yeah, I would say the academy has a lot of talents, and it is the right place to, where many more athletes can be, many more players can turn into international medal winners. So I hope all these players, all these juniors can churn out inspiration from us, and obviously other seniors who are bringing in individual medals as well, and put in their hard work and show the world that they can turn out into international medal winners.
Speaking of inspirations, Arjun, you are already inspiration for the younger players who would want to make a mark into the sport. But Satwik, if I could ask you, you've been playing now for quite a couple of years. Who is your inspiration?
I think definitely it's Gopi sir. Where I started, I saw him playing in the TV, and he has been inspiration for me. And when I joined in the academy, I saw many seniors putting hard work. I mean, I'm definitely a huge fan of Srikanth and Prannoy. I have been following them off court as well, how they do, and they are very helpful for me to grow here till where I am, and they are very useful. That inputs which he gave after losing with Chinese Taipei has been really amazing. That turned out to be one of the best matches we ever played. What Srikanth told after Chinese Taipei match, and I mean, mentally Prannoy told me what to do before the tournament when we are in the flight only. So this has happened in the last tournament. Please try to change in this tournament, then you will see the result. I think that helped us during matches, and it's been amazing seniors, I would say, like in the academy as well, Kashyap Bhaiya, and everyone is like very supportive and all the time, and there is no selfishness in our team. I think that helped us till here. I think I'm very happy to be part of this team.
Okay, so Krishna, you've all been training under Pulela Gopi Chand. He's a legend. He has been in the system. He knows the challenges, the loopholes, and I think he's been trying to fix all of that, because of which now we are seeing positive outcomes in badminton. But if I would try to understand, how is it training like under him? Is he strict, because he comes across as a disciplinarian? So is he very strict when he is a trainer? And when you go back now, will he allow you a moment of celebration, maybe 1 or 2 days, cheat days from within your training days?
He was very strict, and he is very strict still. So yeah, he might allow, I don't know, maybe, yeah.
Because, and I ask you this because I remember after PV Sindhu won, he had said that he will allow her ice cream only when she has won the medal, and perhaps he did. So, Srikanth, is he a very strict disciplinarian, and do you think that is somewhere working for the players? Because it's like a very, very serious and disciplined attitude to the sport, because of which results are positive now?
Well, I feel yes, he's very strict, that's for sure. But again, on court is very strict. Is very strict with his program. Is very strict with what he wants. But again, the moment the session is over, he's very open to talk to players, to understand how they're feeling. And I don't think he's like a ringmaster kind of a person. Is very strict on court. He knows exactly what he wants, because his seniors played. He himself played at the highest level, so he exactly knows how the world badminton is at what level the world badminton is at, or where or which direction it is heading to. So every time the moment the session starts is very strict, but after the session he gives each and every player the opportunity to come to him and talk to him and understand his idea and also express what they are feeling. So I think that is what makes him different from the other coaches. So
a hard taskmaster, but who's he knows his job. Yeah. He's getting the best out of the young talents that he's training. Prannoy, this was about the game, and we obviously know you all work very hard for the game, and you whenever you go for a match, it's with a very winnable attitude that you approach any game, and that perhaps explains why you created that WhatsApp group also, which exemplified the confidence that you already had, the belief that you had in the team. But if you could talk about the other side of you not being a badminton player, what is the other sport that, that you enjoy? What are the other things? When you're not playing badminton, what is it that you like to do?
Well, yes, I follow a lot of sports, but then football is the first love. And yeah, we have a big time of friends group who are football fans. And yeah, weekends are for footballs where we all get together and watch matches together in big screen and all those things. So yes, football is a major what do you say, major lifeline in my life. But then apart from that, I think it's very rare that we find some time to get to do something else in our life, because we are constantly traveling and doing things related to badminton. But then I love driving also. So whenever we are in Hyderabad, I just find time to go and get a drive done, so that it's
so you're a football fan. How did badminton happen?
Football, I think badminton was, I think came through my family. My dad used to play, and that's how I came into the sport. But then football came later on. I would say post I was 20, 22, that's when I started loving football and started to watch much more frequently. So yeah.
Any particular club that you're,
Barcelona.
you're a fan? Oh, great. Arjun, you too? So that's one sport where India is yet to make big. You've already done that in badminton. What about football? Do you think things can turn around there as well for India?
Yeah, I think football is doing good as well in India as a country, where there are in ISL, which is a successful league right now, and there are many good players as well who have been doing good, and I feel football will reach the level they are expecting, in the international standards as well. Yeah.
Srikanth, your jump smashes are something that have become really a talk of the town. Everybody is talking about Srikanth's jump smashes. How did you work on it? How did you make it into your trademark style?
It's been a constant work. I think, I've been training at the academy for the last 13 years. I think it is all that hard work that I've put in for the last 13 years that you can see now.
Great. Krishna, is that something that you would also want to imbibe in the longer run? So in cricket, there's this Dhoni helicopter shot. In badminton now, we have the jump smash by Srikanth. Is it something that you want to create of your own or imbibe something that your senior already has, and it's working pretty well for him?
Yeah, honestly, I'm a big fan of these two sitting here. Like when I used to play singles, I used to be thinking like one day, like I need to play like them. Like I'm a big fan of them. Srikanth and Prannoy, I'll copy his style soon.
But Satwik, is he keen on teaching you his smash style?
I think he's learning from me.
Oh, great.
But yeah, jokes apart, I'm big fan of Nandagopal, who is his brother. He has amazing jump smash. When I came in the junior, like sub-junior, I used to watch from the second floor how they used to play. I think I got that jump smash from him, Nandu Bhaiya, and then again I saw him doing pretty well, and I think it's one of my trademark shot as well. Yeah.
So I wish all of you play lots of tournaments and bring home lots of medals. But after badminton, what are your future plans? Srikanth, let me begin with you.
Marriage.
Of course, that is something that will happen. But eventually, from career prospects, is it something that interests you?
See, I haven't really thought so much about it, because at the moment I think I have another good 6 years of badminton left in me, so I'm not really thinking about anything else. So for me at the moment, it's only just badminton.
But you've become a national icon. Would you want to try your hand at politics? The country needs young leaders.
See, at the moment, I absolutely have no plans about doing anything else other than badminton.
Okay, anybody who has some interest in politics would want to try their hand once the badminton career is over. Prannoy?
No, I think we are all bad at that. But I guess me as a player, I would definitely want to give back to the sport, because I feel we can be a powerhouse in this sport and be a world beater out there. So we need to have players who have played at that level to come back to the sport and give it back to the sport. So yes, I also feel that I can still play at a very good level for the next 4-5 years, but then post that I think I should be coming back to the sport and giving back.
Certainly. So there's of course lots of badminton left in you, and I wish that you keep bringing medals, and I keep getting to interact with you all more often. But Krishna, if I could talk about your future prospects, you're a young player, so lots of years to.
Maybe.
Oh, and why do you say so, Krishna?
He has such brain.
Oh. So I mean,
Practically, he's very smart.
and that helps him in the game.
Yeah.
So,
Not in game.
Everything else other than game.
okay, Arjun, if I may ask you about.
You have to still ask him what he thinks.
Yes, please.
If you want to share with us, yeah.
I'm so young. I'm pretty young, so I can't say anything about my future right now. I'm just focusing on my career right now.
No, but you know, politics is something which has also undergone a massive transformation in the last few years. We cannot say that, you know, you said it's something that we don't have it in us, but you're all national icons. The drive to bring about certain kind of change, be it sport, be it any kind of sector, what requires is the change. What we are seeing in our leadership today is the transformation that he's been able to bring about, and perhaps that's why he is successful. So that kind of transformation, maybe you bring about in the sport particularly per se, and then maybe in other areas which interest you. So what is it apart from your game which interests you?
As of now, our lives are like very much connected to badminton, and we have very less off time to go do something else. As Prannoy said, we go and watch football matches or go play football on the weekends. But we are quite busy, like traveling around for tournaments and practicing for the tournaments. If we do something well and we come back, relax for a bit and train like continuously, there is no break in between. So it's a very busy schedule, like a very busy calendar which we have got. So,
okay, so for now it's just badminton which is the focus. But Srikanth, a message to the young budding players from tier 2, tier 3 cities who want to make it big, who have the talent but are yet to be identified, yet to be honed in that way. You were all fortunate enough to, you know, get into this academy, Gopichand Academy. But for the other budding players, what would be your message?
See, I think for all the other say tier 2, tier 3 cities, you know, whoever are there, they really have a great opportunity in terms of say Kalo India sports program, or a lot of other things, a lot of other initiatives that government has already is already doing. So there is definitely a scope. It's just to really have that passion in you. If you really have the passion towards anything, be it sport, education or whatever, and if you are willing to put in your 100%, I think you can definitely see the success, because I think India is growing in every field is what I feel.
Certainly. You know, we are the emerging superpower. We've dealt with the pandemic also in a way which is much better than the world. Prannoy, you said you want to give it back to the sport. In what way? Would you want to coach the national team, or would you want to have an academy of your own, just like your trainer?
Well, I mean, that's a pretty deep question out there, but then I haven't really thought about it. But this is something which is there in my mind, saying that right now we feel that the older players need to come back to the system so that they can give back their experience to the younger group. So this is what I also want to say probably do later on in my life, where I want to share my experiences, and if ever it's helping even 10 kids, I think that's a big thing from my side. So I think I would be really happy doing that. But if you ask me in detail, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but let's hope.
Okay, maybe when we meet next, we could take it up further.
Yeah,
maybe you could have a proper planning by then. Okay, Krishna, what are your future plans? Of course, you would want to be in the game and you know, emerge in a way bigger as Srikanth and Prannoy as senior players and help the junior ones. But for the young players who have still not been able to make a mark, what would be your message? Because this is certainly a turning point in the sports history in our country.
So I would say, if we believe in our hard work and if we be disciplined about it, I think it will come gradually, or eventually it will come. Like the hard work and everything we put in is gonna pay back. So
your team player said, you know, you're good with the tactics and everything. How does it help your team in the game?
In the game, I couldn't say much because all the talking has been done by the seniors. So we were just encouraging, and we were a happy bunch of people, like no negativity, and we were pretty chill about everything, and everything was going good. Yeah, that just happened in 1 week. Yeah.
Okay, Arjun, what's your message for the young players?
I feel with all these achievements coming in, especially in badminton as a sport, there's a lot of recognition today. So for the kids out there, I would say that if they believe in themselves and if they keep working hard, there will be a source where they can be recognized. So I would ask them to keep working hard and give out their talent, which will obviously be recognized at a stage. Yeah.
What are the next goals that you have set for yourself, Satwik? The next big milestones in badminton that you would want to see India achieve?
Yes, definitely. I think we have a Commonwealth Games nearby, and we wanted to do well. Like last time, we had a gold medal in the team event, and individually, me and Chirag won silver medal, and we wanted to change that color to the gold. And obviously, we are disappointed that Asian Games are postponed. Otherwise, the team we had now will be going to the Asian Games as well. So I think that hunger was there, and we wanted to do well in Asian Games as well. But
absolutely, and the form that you're all in, the others would also be scared because you've just created this history. You've broken this record of sorts, brought the Thomas Cup for the first time for India. One final comment from you, Srikanth.
What this
on the future of the game, of the sports in our country.
Yeah, I think we are seeing a constant rise. In general, just not badminton, but in sports in India. So if we can really continue putting in the hard work, I think we will definitely see a lot of success in future. If you actually see, we're getting better by every Olympics. 2012 we got better by 2016, and then we bettered it by 2020. So I think if we can continuously, constantly keep working hard, we will definitely get better and better.
Absolutely. There's no substitute for hard work. We've been seeing all our players have been putting in a lot of effort with that right kind of support from the government, from the other respective stakeholders as well. And the results are for all of us to see. It's been an absolute delight to have you all on the program today. Share your thoughts with us and our viewers. And I wish you all well. Please keep bringing us laurels, because it feels extremely, we feel very proud when we see the national flag going up and, pictures of beaming faces there on the screen, smiling faces, years of hard work actually fructifying to say. So it's been an absolute pleasure to have you all on Sansad TV. Thank you very much for your time and wish you all very well. So that's it from us on this edition of special broadcast of Sansad TV. Thank you very much to all our viewers as well for their time. See you again same time tomorrow now with another program. Thank you once again and take good care of yourselves.